Welcome to Mage, I'm Rhino, and today we are going to be doing yet another Ravnica report. And some new cards came out, and we can't wait to get started. And also, before we get started, I want to thank my patrons for helping out this channel. You can become a patron just by $1. That's an incredible amount, equivalent to 3 packs a year. And most of our patrons are $5 and $10. And please, it helps out the channel so much. And also, we got a Kickstarter running, and we are that close. Oh wait, we are. Well, anyways, please, so
we're at $446 so far.
Yeah. So, $446. So please back this project. It is going to be a tremendous project. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that's
okay. But it's going to explode, and if you help out this backer, and also, I think that might be it.
Yeah, that might be about it. So, yeah, please take a look at bit.ly / MTG course, and take a look and see what we've got going. We've got more stuff that we're working on to show more people what it's going to be like. It's just a lot of work to do it. So, all right. So you came here for the cards.
Yes.
The new cards today. So let's shift over to this, and we are going to start with
Unexplained Disappearance. It is a 2-drop, and it says return, and give me a switch over. It's better for me. Okay. It's a 2-drop instant. Return target creature into its owner's hand and surveil 1. If you don't remember what surveil is, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. So there are some things for like surveil likes. Well, there are some cards that likes for creatures in your graveyard. So that's why surveil exists.
Okay. So let's talk about this in pre-release, limited, standard. I mean, it's a common card.
Yeah, it's in pre-release. It is going to be absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
I think.
I think so too.
And also in standard.
Anything that blinks or not blink, but return a creature to its owner's hand. This is basically an unsummon. That also has that ability for you to put things into the graveyard.
Yeah, it's an unsummon for the blue, and the other one is for the surveil.
Yeah. So yeah, standard. I can see it being used a lot. As far as Commander, no. I'm sure there are some graveyard
shenanigans,
graveyard things that would like surveil being used. Modern, I don't know any decks right off the top of my head.
Yeah, I don't really play modern, so we aren't sure.
Yeah, but anything that allows you to put cards into your graveyard, there are certain decks that really like that, and having the ability to bounce someone's creature up, especially if it's like a token. You know, if they create a token of something and you bounce it up to their hand, it just dies, dissipates. So that is that's pretty cool. Let's see here. Ready to go on to the next one? Is there anything you can think of? I can see this being played in Pauper. definitely.
Okay, next is Sonic Assault.
Okay, now this isn't Is It card.
Ooh. So it is a 1 generic and is it? Instant speed and tap card creature. Sonic Assault deals 2 damage to that creature's controller. So it taps it and it deals 2 damage. And also it has Jumpstart, where you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs. Then exile this card. I don't really get Jumpstart.
Well, Jumpstart is an ability to play a card from a graveyard, but you have to sacrifice something. It should cost more to pay to play it from the graveyard, but in this case, it's
so you
can play. If you need to discard a card, you can discard a land that you don't need or something like that. But you can discard a Jumpstart card, and then it's kind of like you're not really
discarding.
Yeah.
But there is, Surveil, and some things like having your creatures in your graveyard. Discard a creature.
Yeah.
So that way you can.
Yeah. Now, we've got here.
Okay.
Don't like this card. It's too tame in terms of damage and too costly. Yeah, we kind of see that as well. And
Jumpstart, imagine a cheaper flashback.
Yeah, because the flashback generally you had to pay like 2 extra mana or 3 extra mana, depending on what
the card was.
Yeah. So yeah, this is in the pre-release there might be a reason to use this. It would definitely not be anybody's first pick in limited, and
I mean it's good. Wait, no, it doesn't get rid of creatures. It just
taps a creature and deals 2 damage. Now, if that 2 damage is the last little bit, then that's fine. But remember, you have to tap a target creature. So if you wanted to just use this to deal 2 damage to a controller,
you can't do that.
You can't.
You have to target at a creature.
Yeah. All right. So let's.
What if there was a creature that was protection from instants? Wouldn't get would the card just fizzle?
Yeah. Okay. So this right here.
Moodmark Painter.
Moodmark Painter.
That's Golgari.
That's Golgari? Alright, well let's bring up the Golgari symbol here. That's that one. Okay.
Okay, Moodmark Painter. It has Undergrowth. When Moodmark Painter enters the battlefield, target creature gains menace and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of creatures in your graveyard.
Yep.
That's 1.
Yep.
So and also it's a 2/3.
Yeah, it's a 2/3 for a 4. Pre-release, I'll see it.
Yeah.
Yep. You'll see it a lot.
Standard.
Okay. Now, notice that we're starting to get a number of shamans popping up.
Yeah.
Or shamans or shamans. So there's a possibility this is a little early on. We don't know enough about this yet, but there's a possibility that there could be a shaman tribal of some sort.
Maybe.
And you know, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
And I mean, if you've got something that you're, you know, you already got a fairly big creature and you've got a bunch of little creatures in your graveyard, this can be a pretty big thing. You know, it's a great later in the game.
Yeah, but on turn 4, you hardly have any creatures in your graveyard, so.
Yeah. We got the comment, the painter is a decent limited card. Maybe it can be somewhat useful versus aggressive or removal heavy decks. Yeah, I can see that. I don't see it being anything that somebody's going to want in modern.
Yeah, probably. There's probably something better in modern.
I can see this doing something in Commander. I mean, because there's a lot of times that you have a lot of creatures in the graveyard.
And it's like board wipe, get rid of all your creatures, and now you got a whole bunch of creatures.
Yeah. Yeah, or mill decks.
Mill decks. That's right.
Yeah, a mill deck will come in and put a whole bunch of your creatures in the graveyard, and then it's like, boom, boom. Oh, ouch, that hurt.
And okay, my guy is a.
Sounds like a sideboard card. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, a sideboard card.
And standard, definitely. I mean, the commons are common, but
very common.
But yeah, the neat thing about the pre-release is you just have so many wacky things that happen. Yeah, in Commander it can be busted. Yes, it most definitely can, because you can throw a bunch of creatures into your graveyard and then swing, and then you probably have something to dump creatures out of your graveyard onto the battlefield.
Oh, there's this card called Shorter.
Yeah. I wonder who runs that. Okay, let's go to the next one. Next one is Hammer Dropper.
That is Boros.
Boros. Let's bring up the Boros.
Okay, so Hammer Dropper is a 4-drop, 5/2, with Mentor. So so it can pretty much get any creature that you control, because most of the time you have little creatures, and so.
Well, yeah. So the Mentor ability, most of your creatures are going to be small. So far, we've seen 2/2s and 1/1s and stuff like that. So
he's pretty darn good.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be a thing in pre-release, because creatures win games in pre-releases.
Oh yeah.
And you know, if you can get him out, he's going to plus up pretty much anything. In limited, he's definitely not a first pick. Yes, he is going to be great for token decks.
Because you always have a target.
Yeah. And standard, I can see a soldier deck brewing. It would probably be a 3-color deck. It would probably be a Naya deck.
Probably.
Because you want Amara.
Oh yeah, Amara.
Yeah. Because Amara can keep pumping out soldiers.
Like chugga.
Yeah.
Unless somebody does
Hydro says it can pretty much pump any creature, especially other mentors which can trigger on creatures they couldn't reach before. A bit weak on the resistance side. Yeah, he's got a small butt.
Yeah.
But
Shock.
the thing is, he's
gonna be pretty good.
He will be pretty. He'll be in some decks that do mentor decks. Okay. Oh, we've got someone new. Josh Thompson. Hey guys, I'm new to Magic. Is there a relatively low-cost standard deck you would suggest that would allow me to be competitive at my local FNM?
I know what that would be. Okay, so there are some challenger decks.
Well, no, because those are rotating.
Oh.
Yeah, we want. Yeah, we want. Okay.
You're not sure about
Pedro
that.
says maybe a wizard deck can be cheap and competitive. We would probably say something along the lines of that there are some decks. In fact, we've done some videos of things like a Merfolk deck or the Sapling deck.
And I think the Encircling deck is more expensive.
Yeah, it just kind of depends. You know, what do you like to play? And yeah, I mean, you're new to Magic. What sort of creature do you like? Because in a lot of cases, a tribal deck can be pretty
competitive.
It can be pretty competitive
And pretty fast.
Yeah. Those cheap burn decks. Well, we don't know if a burn deck is going to survive rotation right now.
I mean, if you actually know that.
Yeah, get a starter deck and make some slight modifications. That's what I did, and my deck is okay. Yeah, we've got some upgrades to some of the Planeswalker decks that end up being pretty competitive.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's yeah. Kydro says the Sapling deck is cheap and will get bonuses with Convoke and Ravnica.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Golgari
yeah.
usually brings more saps too. Yeah, so that was the first thing that came to my mind was the Sapling deck because of what Golgari is going to do, the green black in here, and you know that's yeah, and you no, but you're doing green white, aren't you?
Yeah, green, white, and
so
Selesnya.
Yeah, so you're doing Selesnya Saplings, which works really good too.
Yeah, and some of it is going to rotate, like Chandler Initiate and...
Yeah, but there's going to be some other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, we can come up with a deck list. Yeah, I would say don't rush to get a deck yet. Yeah, if you want to play at FNM, you know, find somebody there that has a deck that you can borrow to start off with. Because a lot of people will have extra decks, and then they'll go through and they'll explain to you how the deck is supposed to work, give you an idea of how to play it, and so that could be a good start. And then once Ravnica comes out, then we'll have a good idea of what a good budget deck would be. And you know, you can start with if you do your pre-release, you know, what cards you get in your pre-release. Kydro says, I'm playing elves, but sadly the Lord and the single mommy are
Lord and the single mommy?
Yes, are becoming expensive. Yes, we got those early on because we knew that was going to become a big thing.
Okay, what is the next card?
Okay, let's turn off our Boros. And oops, I clicked too many things. No. All right, sorry. Hang on.
Okay. So,
our next is Barging Sergeant. Okay, this is a Boros card as well.
And it is a 5-drop, 4/2, with haste and mentor. So, and you already know what mentor is, I
Yeah,
assume.
so, you know, with the hammer dropper, I mean, the hammer dropper can mentor this guy.
Yeah, I can mentor.
But this guy has haste. So, some of the cards that we've already seen are the 2/2. Yeah, single mom is Marwin.
Oh, Marwin.
Yeah. Um, uh, and so this is, you know, he's pretty cool. He has haste, so this is kind of like he almost is kind of like a surprise. You know, your opponent is already tapped out. You drop him, you go to combat. You can swing with him and with whatever you have else on the battlefield, and you boost that up as well.
Yeah.
So
he's swinging for.
Yeah.
4
He's
more.
definitely 100% going to be in pre-releases.
He's going to be very
He's
good.
As a haste creature. If you're playing limited draft, he's going to be a pick.
Yeah.
And in standard, I mean, he's a soldier. Yeah, we're seeing soldiers.
Yeah, soldier.
So you got a Vanquisher's Banner or something like that to plus things up, or Radiant Destiny.
Oh yeah, Radiant Destiny. That's right.
Yeah.
So
that will boost things up too. So I can see him being used definitely in budget decks. Yeah, and I'm already seeing a soldier deck coming together.
Yeah.
Even if it isn't Naya colors. Naya colors is white, red, and green.
Yeah. I'm just making sure.
Yeah. So, Barging Sergeant, Minotaur, pretty cool.
He's kind of like a. Actually, he's nothing like a on-crop crasher.
Okay.
But he does have it.
I'm playing a Gideon Planeswalker deck with some flip cards added in and some great instant sorceries and enchantments. It's fun to use, and I've won a good amount of games versus more pricey decks. Yeah, you know, we know the Gideon deck. We've upgraded it. It was quite good. The downside now is that a lot of those cards are rotating out of standard. So if your F&M is standard, some of those cards won't be used as much.
Yeah, that's the sad thing.
Yeah, that's the sad thing. But then again, that's also the exciting thing for people like us that like to brew.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, the best of the mentor mechanic is that it will make small 1/2 drop relevant in late game. Yes, it most definitely will. Okay, so
this is a Selesnya.
Selesnya. Let's bring up the Selesnya. Woohoo! There we go.
Okay, so it is a 5
It
drop.
is Rosemane Centaur.
Yeah, Rosemane Centaur. 5 drop, 3 generic, and Selesnya. With Convoke. Or Convoke. Yeah, Convoke. Your creature can help cast this spell. Each creature you can tap while casting this spell pays for 1 colorless or 1 mana that creatures in control. Color. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically you can tap up to 3 creatures to pay for this 3 colorless right here. And so on turn, possibly on turn 3 depending, or turn 4 you could get this out. And it has
Vigilance.
Yeah.
So it's a big guy just hitting your opponent so much, and they just have some little bit stuff.
So it can attack and it can block. And 4/4 is pretty decent. I mean, this is coming in at common. So it's pretty.
Yeah, that's a pretty good common.
Yeah, it is a pretty decent common. I mean,
And
it's priced.
4/4.
It's priced, right at 5, but with the Convoke, it's almost like it's not that expensive. So it is going to be seen in the pre-release.
Oh yeah.
It's
If anybody plays it. So yeah, that's the. And also it's a soldier. So there's a bunch of soldiers.
Oh yeah. Hydro does say or 1 mana of that creature's color. So you can tap it for the green or a creature for green or the white.
I thought you could do that.
Yeah, I keep looking at these as being limited to that 3 colorless here.
No, but you're technically playing it for free if you do it for 5.
Yeah. Okay, so this is yet another soldier.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah, and so soldier is getting to be pretty good.
Yeah, soldier, and then once they do it, it'll be like, oh wait, whoa, soldiers? What? Who's playing soldiers?
Yeah.
So.
Anything else on Rosemane Centaur?
No.
No? Okay.
Status into statue. Okay, it is a split card.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do it like this. Target creature status. It's a 1-drop for red or green. An instant target creature gets +1/+1 and gains death touch until end turn.
Okay, now this is hybrid mana, so it could be black or green.
Yeah. And statue is 4, 2 generic and Golgari. Destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. So it's and also it's an instant.
Yeah. So this is an instant. You can do one, either, or both, as long as you have the mana for it. And I destroy an artifact, creature, or enchantment, and then give one of your creatures a +1 and death touch. So
so that's really good removal.
Yeah.
And plus you get your guy death touch.
Yeah. So
really
yeah, this is a pretty darn decent uncommon. You get 2 cards in 1. That's cool.
Yeah.
The instant speed, that's good. I mean, I'm not really seeing much of a downside from this, so it is definitely going to be a decent card in pre-release. And yeah, it's great in the early game. It's also great in the late game.
Yeah. It's great all around.
So I mean, I'm not seeing any downside.
So if you have enough of Golgari cards or red, not red, black and green, then definitely put that.
Yeah, black, green, and this is. I mean, I don't think it's going to be great in modern. I haven't seen a lot of cards like this in modern.
Yeah.
But
and also you can do both of them all at the same time if you have enough mana.
Yeah, Hydro says its only downside is the creature requirement at early blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can keep it in your hand until they play a creature that you can just get rid of it.
And so it's good. It's a good combat trick. So yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I've only got my 1/1 tokens to block your big
5/2.
Yeah, your big, 5.
Actually, let's do 5/3.
Oh, it can't be double cast. Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I suppose I'm getting confused with Amonkhet, because in Amonkhet it's you cast one and then it goes to the graveyard and then you can cast it again. So
It's either one or the other.
Yeah, it's one or the other. Let's see here. Anything else about this? I don't know of anything else.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, it's going to be good in standard.
Okay. Deadly Visit.
Deadly Visit. This is Demir.
Yeah, Demir. So it is a 5-drop. Sorcery speed. Destroy target creature. That's already pretty good. And it has a surveil of 2.
Yeah, so this is the first, I think this is the first time we've seen a surveil of 2.
Yeah.
Everything's been surveil 1. So, yeah, murder is in the game, so murder, it is only cost 3, right?
Yeah, and the other 2 is for the surveil of 2.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's a little expensive, but if you really need to use the surveil, then use the surveil. There are several removal spells that we've seen so far. So this is, just one that happens to be in black that works pretty good. A 5 costed removal is fine in the pre-release. In limited, it's okay.
Yeah.
Not great.
And also the sad thing is it's sorcery speed. Yeah. You can only cast on your turn.
Yeah, but that's not that bad. So.
Yeah, at least it's destroy target creature.
Anything else? I mean,
it's a common.
Yeah, it's a common. It's not going to be. You're not going to see it in modern or legacy or vintage. In Commander, it's not too bad. If in the right type of deck.
I can't think of anything else on this card.
Okay. So.
Okay.
Let's turn this off. And
Radical Idea. It is a 2-drop instant. Draw a card. That's already a really good card. And it has Jumpstart. It also has instant speed. So the draw card is going to be a great thing in this format.
Yeah.
And with Jumpstart, you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other costs, and then exile this card. So you just discard a card and then you draw a card.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of that in the game anyway, where you have to discard a card to draw a card. I'm not seeing a downside to this, really.
Yeah, it's just 2-drop.
Opt is better, but
yeah,
Opt is most definitely better. But in a limited or pre-release, this is going to be great.
Yeah.
We've got things that are rotating out, like Glimmer of Genius and stuff like that.
Did you put up the Is It?
No, I didn't put up the Is It. Oh. We were just talking about it.
Oh, okay.
So the Jumpstart is fine. If you end up discarding this card to put it into the graveyard from another Jumpstart, then you can Jumpstart this.
Yeah.
So Radical Idea seems okay all around.
Yeah.
And
great.
Yeah, I can see it being used in Pauper, no problem.
And also, it's not legal in anything.
Well, yeah, none of these are legal in anything yet.
Because they haven't come out.
Yeah, they haven't come out. They're spoiled. Okay, let's see here. Murmuring Mystic. Okay. This is in Super Fuzzo Vision.
Yeah.
Because this is the only version of the card that's available.
So, Murmuring Mystic. It is a 4-drop. Whenever you... Oh, and it's a creature.
Yeah, it's a human wizard.
And it's a 1/5 big wall. And you may cast... Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 1/1 blue bird illusion creature token with flying.
Yeah.
So it is a bird. It's a bird engine.
Yeah, bird generator. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins. Mary Poppins.
Feed the birds.
Feed the birds.
Okay.
Toppins. Magic.
Yeah. So wizard is definitely a thing in Dominaria.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's gonna be pretty good.
Seeing this, going okay, thinking about wizard decks in Dominaria, and then having this. So I think this is the nice thing about being able to create bird illusions. I mean, those are blockers.
Yeah, just fine. I'll block.
Yeah. Yes, it would be. I wish it was cheaper and smaller, like the Young Pyromancer. Yeah, that would be nice. But I mean, it's kind of like it is a bit of a wall. I mean, if you got Radiant Destiny, it would cost 1 less to cast, right?
No, that's not.
Excuse me.
It's just a enchantment that gives +1/+1 to the.
Okay.
You're thinking of another card.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking about the Immortal Sun, because that's a creature's
cost 1 less. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, Immortal Sun with this would be kind of nice. Okay, standard, yes. Pre-release, yeah.
I guess so.
Well, yeah, pre-release, 4-drop and a pre-release isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, it's a big wall.
Yeah, it's a wall. And then you can put up chump blockers every time you cast an instant sorcery spell. The only downside is most people, when they do the pre-release, they only put about 6 spells in there. So, yeah, if you're going to be playing this on the pre-release, you definitely need to have more spells.
Yeah. So that way you can just...
And I would hope that you would have like 2 of these, maybe. It's possible that you could get 2.
And then play a spell, get 2. Play a spell, get 2.
Yeah.
And also, you can do Jumpstart, and that still counts, right?
Yeah. Because you're still casting it.
Yeah.
So Jumpstart will allow you to do that. Let's reload this and see if we've got any more. Oh, hey.
Hey, we do.
We do. Some more cards just came out.
Blade Instructor. So it is a 3-drop, 3/1 with Mentor. And it's a human soldier.
Yeah.
And you can just keep pumping them up.
Okay, it looks like they're going with anything that has Mentor has got a small defense, which kind of makes sense, because if you're going to mentor this, you want it to be, you don't want it to get big too quickly.
Why not?
Well, because then it gets harder to remove it. This way it's like, oh hey, I bring out that one that's the 4/2 that has haste, and mentor this immediately. This becomes a 4/2 as well, and it's like, okay, it kind of evens things up. But I know you're going to like this mentor. ability. And you're going to start mentoring a bunch of soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
So I think pretty soon we're going to have a soldier deck kind of together. Or at least the start of one.
Okay, the next one
is
Direct Current. So it is a 3-drop sorcery, and it's an exit card, and Direct Current deals 2 damage to any target with Jumpstart.
okay.
Well, it has Jumpstart. So yeah, it's kind of like a 3-drop shock. Kind of like that.
Yes, it's a 3-drop. Well, I mean, shock is an instant.
Yeah.
So so this is something that, I mean, 2 damage, that takes out most of the mentor creatures when they first come out. This is kind of expensive, but you get to play it again using Jumpstart.
Yeah.
I think it's probably costed a little bit too much. I would almost prefer it to be 2 red.
2 red?
Yeah, 2 red would probably be plenty fine for this.
Okay.
But it's one of the few direct damage that we've seen so far.
Yeah. I mean, there are some, but not a lot so far. So it's just a common, and that's a great common.
Yeah.
And I think that's it for that card.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have anything special. I mean, you're not going to see it being played in Pauper because, Lightning Bolt does much better.
Oh, yeah.
And Standard, if you've got a Jumpstart deck, then I'm trying to figure out, with the Jumpstarts, does a Jumpstart deck really make sense? And so far it doesn't, because we don't have anything that kind of helps that engine out, other than Rao. I mean, Rao that likes cards in exile as well.
Yeah.
But did he need creatures? No, he needed spells.
Yeah,
in exile.
just in sorcerers.
Yeah, so Rao likes these things. Well, let's go on to the last one.
Healer's Hawk. So it is a 1-drop, 1/1, flying, lifelink. Great! Great!
Okay, yeah, this is like, really? It's common? A 1-drop, 1/1, with flying and lifelink.
That's better than Rosemane Falcon.
Yeah?
Well, Rosemane Falcon has a bigger butt.
Yeah. And what's the vampire that has lifelink? The 1-drop, 1/1 vampire with lifelink.
There's a 1-drop 1/1.
In Ixalan.
Excellent. Oh man.
Yeah, I know it's been a while for you. But I think that one has vigilance. Flying is so much better, I think. I mean, this comes out. It's a reasonable chump blocker. It's a flying creature. Flying creatures win games at the pre-release.
Oh, yeah.
Flying creatures are great in draft as well.
It's an evasion ability.
Yeah.
You just keep pinging them. 20 turn clock.
So, the Healer's Hawk, I'm not seeing anything negative about this. And then think about this in a deck with creatures that can mentor it.
Man.
It's a 2/2, and then it's a 3/3, and then it's a 4/4.
Man.
Yeah, that's kind of
push. But no, that's going out.
Yeah. So yeah, this is good all around. I don't see
On a scale of 1 to 10, I rate 10.
Yeah, I mean, as a common, this is a definite add for that one drop slot in a standard deck or in draft or pre-release or whatever. I mean, there is no downside.
Yeah.
I mean, other than the fact that it's a one drop.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a downside?
Yeah.
That's not, I don't think that's a downside.
Okay, Gauntlet says, I think we might see a slight enchantment sub-theme again that could work well with Healer's Hawk as well. We saw Mage marks in the original Ravnica and Ether Armor in Return to Ravnica. Yeah, I mean, certain enchantments, yeah, we don't know. We know another card that's we get to spoil on the 12th.
Yeah. You're not
but
going to see
but
it.
it's yeah. It will synergize with a lot of things, but you know it's not an enchantment. So
so
yeah, Healer's Hawk. I'm seeing no downside. Let's go back to the list and see. No more. So we do have one thing that we didn't bring up here.
oh yeah, it's in Golgari Guildgate. This is the first
Yeah.
gate that we saw.
Yeah, this is the first gate that we've seen. So
it's just a Guildgate, a Golgari Guildgate. Enters battlefield tap. You tap it for a black or a green.
yeah. So speculating that gate is going to mean something.
Yeah, like Maze's End.
Yeah.
Maze's End is going to be like a game winner.
Well, if we get Maze's End in the set.
Yeah, true. Maybe the Wizard, the WotC people are done with Maze's End.
Yeah, I mean that is definitely a possibility. Alrighty.
So I think that is it.
Yeah. Well, let's reload. See. I haven't seen anything else come through yet. I mean that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 13 cards that have come out today.
Wow. That's a lot.
And compared to what they had, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I was thinking that based off of the numbers that they were going to do about 12 cards a day.
So we do a live stream every day?
Yeah, well, whenever they have these coming out, we'll do it.
Okay.
So out of this, which is your favorite one?
Out of the ones that came out for today?
Yeah.
Man.
I think I know what your favorite one is from 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
Ral
Viceroy.
Is it Viceroy?
Yeah, is it Viceroy?
So yeah, that's
my favorite one from yesterday.
2 days ago.
Okay.
But
man.
from today, what's your favorite one?
Oh man, I think I like Status to Statue. Status to Statue.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's you have to target a creature, but you get rid of a creature.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that one.
You like this because of the flexibility.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I have to twist my head to read it.
Yeah.
And also because it's an instant. Oh. Now I don't have to rotate my head.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that before?
Because I didn't realize it.
Oh.
And we can do this too. Oops.
Oh. Yeah, good glitch.
Yeah, it kind of glitches. Okay.
Okay, so, I think we're here.
Alrighty.
Okay. So, I want to thank you for watching this great live stream and for commenting in the chat and can't wait for I hope I think I already said yeah I already said that.
Reiterate the Kickstarter.
Yeah. So I want you to go ahead and check out the Kickstarter and please back it. It would help out so much, more than you can ever imagine. And
well, tell them what the Kickstarter is all about.
yeah, and the Kickstarter is going to be about teaching the new players. Well, it's going to be an online teaching.
Online course.
Online course, yeah.
Kind of like what you would get at for college or something like that.
Yeah, and there's going to be the basics and the advanced, like the stack and the triggers and that sort of stuff. So
Yeah, so it's going to be a complete course. You can find a lot of that stuff online already, but some of it is difficult to understand. Some of it uses vocabulary that's out of people's, not part of people's everyday vocabulary. So that's we've got the description in the link below. And take a look at it. Take a good hard look at it.
yeah, please.
We think it's going to be a great resource for the community, and we'd like to get it going. It's something that's been on his to-do list for 3 years now.
Yeah, and I've been wanting to do it for a while.
Yeah.
So
thank your patrons again.
Oh yeah. I want to thank my patrons for helping out this channel, and they're my August patrons.
Yes, those are your August patrons.
Okay, I got it right. So I want to thank them for helping out in this channel so much, and you also can become a patron just by $1. That's better than nothing.
Yeah, well, anyway, it's better than what we get from YouTube ads.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, YouTube ads. We don't
it's
give
pretty
them.
much nothing.
Yeah.
So I have more videos coming out soon. So until then, Rhino out.
So you want me to stop?
Yes, I do.
How about now? Yeah.
Okay, that's enough.